don't want to alarm people. I think this is part of a negotiation process, but the two sides, I'm told, are not close right now, Rosie.
Yeah, that's kind of alarming to me, though.
Yeah.
Like you get to July 1, you can get offer sheeted, right? And then you got yourself in a bit of a pickle. I was hoping they'd have this thing done. They've had time since they exited the playoffs to talk and get close. Um, it's interesting. I don't love the idea of him going to July 1, and people were talking about offer sheets beforehand. I kind of slugged that off, saying, "Dude, he's not getting to July 1." But with that report, sounds like, oh my. I don't know if it's term or if it's AAV or what. You imagine the Leafs would want to spread it out as far as possible with them having the option to go 8 years with the cap going up and not having to deal with this and have that guy locked down, as I think it is unanimously agreed upon that he is a phenomenal player and going to continue to be a phenomenal player and a huge piece of the Leafs future. So I wonder what that looks like. Is it a bit of a bridge deal? If it is, then that could probably keep the AAV down a little bit, but that bridge deal is going to come and go, and there's going to be a monster number in front of the Leafs. And if they haven't gotten the job done in that amount of time and are looking to get this guy and that guy, you're going to look at Knies and everyone's going to go, well, what the hell? We're like, why didn't we have this guy locked down? Well, we did a bridge deal to keep the AAV down when we thought we were close. It's an interesting time. I'm going to keep my eye on that for sure. And I don't love the idea of him going into, past July 1 where he can get offer sheeted.
It's very unique too, because like this is the first major contract to a young player that Tree Living has put together, right? And how often do we talk in the last decade about the big boys getting everything they wanted? And I truly feel like this will be part of the process where the Maple Leafs, not that you have to win this negotiation, but you have to stand tall. Like I think one of the sell points of bringing in Brad Tree Living was the way he negotiated contracts, dissimilar to, of course, Kyle Dubas and others who just gave these guys everything they want, because I think it sets a precedence for what's to come with regards to a player and a barometer right away that you're getting everything you want. So you have to hang firm. I think this process will play out. From my understanding, doesn't sound like an offer sheet's in play right now. I saw something out there yesterday. What if somebody offers 7 years and 11.5 or 11.7 million bucks for Knies? You laugh if you're Brad Tree Living. You say, okay, you take Matthew Knies, I'll take the draft picks, and I'll move on with life. That is some ridiculous stuff to suggest Matthew Knies deserves over 11 million bucks per season. I think both parties understand the value of the player relative to other players and other contracts and comps around the league. I think cooler heads will prevail. I'm not saying it's crazy on either side right now. I just think it's part of a negotiation process, and I don't think they're aligned on ideology right now. But in the coming weeks, it takes one phone call. You put something together. I don't look at July 1st as like an official date. Let's remind everybody offer sheets work a certain way. You got to present it. The player's got to be like, you know what? Let's sign the offer sheet. From my understanding, Matthew Knies loves being a Toronto Maple Leaf, has no intention of signing an offer sheet anywhere, regardless of what it looks like right now.
That is true. And that kind of, sometimes that gets lost on me with the worry of losing Matthew Knies. Like he has to sign that and kind of put the gun to the Maple Leafs head. And as much as those reports say that they're not close right now, and that's kind of concerning, that kind of gives me solace that I do think he loves being here. The direction they're going, I do think there's going to be interest from other teams, man. Guys like him don't grow on trees. I firmly believe the league is going in a direction towards a player more like him with, a bigger body who can play heavier, more power forwards. I mean, when they took away hitting and focused so much on the concussions and no one's allowed to hit anybody anymore, it went drastically to the pure talent side of hockey. And I think that caught up with itself a little bit. And I think people are going to realize the success of the Florida Panthers and the way they played. And they're going to look at players like Matthew Knies and say, that is what it takes to win. And I think he's a very valuable piece. He obviously knows that, as he's not just going to take some wild discount. And it's going to be interesting coming down and, past July 1, most likely, to watch what happens with these negotiations and what they end up settling on, hopefully.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long-form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.